Hello, 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 hello. Happy day 67 to you. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you so much love and joyful, healthy vibes. Remember, do more of what makes you happy as a clam. Happy as a clam or happy as a hippopotamus because it sounds good, H and H, alliteration. Okay, so today's tip is it's related to a video I did, I think 2 days ago. And today's tip is tips for you related to how to make your restaurant eats even healthier. So this tip is great for you if you're someone who eats out at times. And sometimes you're like, you know what, I want to eat out and I want to enjoy being out with friends or whatever. I eat out a lot and I want to make my meals even healthier. I would guess that sometimes, you want to get something that's less healthy when you're out. And I would guess that also sometimes you're like, you know what? I want to go out or I want to enjoy this time being out with people I love. And I'm in the mood to get something even healthier. So this is for you when you want to get more nutritionally packed, yummy power when you're out at a restaurant. All right, so I got several tips for you today. Let's dive in. I got my notes here because I didn't feel like memorizing them. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. So first is when you want to get more veggies in, one way to do that and eat even healthier and less of the less healthy stuff is to start with a side salad or split a salad with somebody. And then after that, get your main meal and you'll be less hungry. So you could even decide in advance, okay, I'm going to take that main meal, half of it home. And that actually leads into my second tip, which is you could literally decide in advance, okay, I'm going to decide in advance to have them. You could literally say, hey, can you wrap half of this up and just only bring me half? Might sound crazy, but hey, be bold. Why not? So you can say to the restaurant, wrap half of this up and please only bring me half of it. Or, you could get it and immediately before you chow down, say, hey, can you bring me a box? Or have them immediately take half away. Up to you. All right, next tip is, of course, if you're getting something that comes with, French fries, computer, don't die, I gotta see the tips. If you're getting something that comes with, French fries or something less healthy that you are not in the mood for, you can instead, of course, ask to substitute that with a side salad or with, a side of some veggies, something like that. Which brings me into my other tip, which is if you have French fries, could you instead get sweet potato fries? Sorry, my hand's like, hello. So sweet potatoes are even healthier. And so, yeah, you could get sweet potato fries. Obviously, fries aren't the healthiest option. However, sweet potatoes do have some awesome, powerful nutrients in them. So getting them could be a great way to make your meal just a little bit healthier. Okay, what's next up here? This actually is something that my friend does. I don't know if she'll see this video. I'll have to send it to her. But she does it, so I thought I would share it with you. And so she'll often she likes, I believe it's cranberry juice, and she'll often get that and have that with she'll say half cranberry juice and half water. Or maybe she does seltzer, but I don't know. The point is, if you like juice, for example, or you like iced tea, could you get that and could you say instead half water and half XYZ? So half water, half orange juice, half cranberry juice, half water, half iced tea, half water, instead of a whole glass of iced tea or cranberry juice. Cut down on the sugar, cut down on the less healthiness, and do part water. Some food for thought. Would you be interested in that? Okay, next one, boop-a-da-boop, is, yeah, boop-a-da-boop. Very helpful part of this video. Next one is, so most mainstream restaurants, I mean, to be honest, bread, there's nothing wrong with it. Bread is not bad. As I said in another video, there's no good and bad foods. They didn't do anything. And bread isn't bad, but, bread, if we're talking about nutritionally, bread has less nutrition in it for sure. And so most mainstream restaurants are not going to have the healthiest choices for bread in general anyways, most of them. So therefore, if you want to have more of the healthy ingredients and less of the less healthy ingredients that day, could you get your burger without the bun and ask for extra salad or extra vegetables, whatever it is? Or obviously, could you, if you really like the contents of a wrap or a sandwich, could you get that without the bread? Or could you, actually, this is another great idea, I just thought of this second, which is if you're getting a burger, sandwich, or a wrap, could you have half with the bread and have the other half, instead of having the bread, have the contents? So I hope that made sense. So for example, if you're getting a sandwich, you have, one half with that bread, and then the other half, you could say, you know what, I'll just put the bread to the side and just, open face it and just take out the insides of the sandwich and eat that. Or actually, that's another great idea, which is you could eat it open-faced. Something my mom does often, actually. I don't know if she still does this, but she used to. So, right, you could, instead of having, both buns on the burger, take off the top bun and eat the burger with the bottom bun, open-faced. So that's a way to have less of the less nutritionally powerful food, and instead you could fill up on some other healthier food like veggies or some fruit. All right. Oh, yes. And my last one, besides the two obvious ones, are so cheese, again, there's no good or bad foods, but cheese, and especially probably mainstream cheese that they might have at a restaurant, is definitely packed with less power. And, there's so many studies out there like saying, dairy is maybe not the best for you. And I'm not here to say it is or it isn't. But, cheese definitely isn't the most nutrient packed in the world. It does have some protein. Anyways, so if you want to substitute that, you could. So I often do this. I mean, I do like cheese, and sometimes I have it. And if I don't want it, I'll often substitute cheese on a salad and say, hey, instead of the cheese, may I have avocado or nuts or another vegetable? I'll often do that. Ooh, this is getting long. I had no idea this was going to be a long video, but it is. I always have so much I want to share with you. So yes, if you want, you could substitute the cheese for something even healthier on your salad or wherever the cheese is located. And last two, I'm sure you've heard these, but in case you haven't, of course, there's the classic have your dressing on the side. That way you can control how much dressing you put on instead of the restaurant maybe dousing it, drowning it in dressing, right? Or you could also, of course, to have, if you wanted something that's more indulgent, less healthy, you could split the meal or the app with somebody, or split the dessert with somebody. So you're like, oh, I really want dessert, but instead of having, maybe, I'm just making this up, instead of having like 40 grams of sugar, split the dessert, and maybe you'd have 20 grams of sugar, which of course is better for your health. So yes, these are my tips, and share below what's your favorite healthy restaurant tip. I would love to know. I think I'll make another video about this too. I just have so many tips. I love this video. That was fun. So thank you for watching. If you know anyone who could use the benefits of this video, thank you so much for sharing, because health is just so powerful, and I appreciate you sharing this. Tag someone who could use this. Tag a friend who could use these great tips about healthy ways to eat out at a restaurant. And thank you again for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.